Today I'm going to be showing you 5 simple workouts that you can apply at the beach, at the park, wherever you don't have weights readily available. And we're going to do a total of 2 sets completely of all 5 for a total of about 100 reps. Let's get into it. Alright, so straight into it. When you perform this move, you want to make sure you keep a proper balance. You want to use your momentum, but you don't want to overuse your momentum to the point where it's overpowering you and doing all the work for you. This is an upper body move and you have to master it. It takes time. The majority of the power comes from when you finish the high end of the pull-up and you have to twist your wrist in order to use the force to create the pushing motion that's going to bring you up. That takes a lot of practice. Make sure you practice breathing properly on every rep. I usually breathe on my way down right before I'm about to go to the next one, and that's when I inhale. Now this movement is going to target your triceps, it's going to target your shoulders, and it's going to target your abdominals and your core. Now this combination is extremely taxing on the core and on the upper body as well. Every time you do a dip, you're going to have to now engage your core and do both sides of this leg raise. So once again, this is an advanced movement. You might have to work your way up. You might have to do one of these movements at a time instead of combining them, but whatever works, take your time. And as always, make sure your breathing is proper. Breathing is key. If you're not breathing correctly, you're not going to perform as many reps, you're going to fatigue quicker, and overall, you're going to get less results. Now, if you're a beginner, your resting period can increase, but the goal is to work towards 30 to 45 seconds to make sure your heart rate is increased and you're always losing fat while you're working out. Now for this exercise, since we're gonna have our core engaged the entire time that we're doing the pull-ups, it's gonna make it a lot more difficult. So you're gonna have to pace yourself, take it slow, and breathe easily. You need to practice maybe doing regular pull-ups first before trying to get your core engaged at the same time. It's a pretty advanced movement, but it gets great results. Now when you perform this, you want to make sure you're not moving around all over the place or using unnecessary momentum. You want to keep your form strict and make sure your back is being targeted. Your core, if you cannot do that at the same time, you want to practice leg raises first on your own until you master them enough where you can incorporate them with the pull-up. Next, we'll be doing one arm incline push-up. You might want to practice doing this on your knees first. Doing this on your knees is going to allow you to understand the movement and get your body adapted to how it's going to feel when you're performing it. And you can over time work up your strength until you're able to actually do this perfectly. Now personally, one arm push-ups are one of my favorite workouts, my favorite push-up variation. They build a lot of strength and they're also pretty impressive to show. You want to make sure you're doing 8 to 10 reps, and if you can't get there, maybe start off around 4 to 6 and work your way up until you can. Now we are going to be doing these reps for each arm, so make sure you're breathing properly so you don't fatigue. And I like to end it off by doing regular push-ups just so I could really tear my fibers and really go to failure. For the clapping push-ups, these push-ups are extremely effective because it provides an explosive movement when you're leaving the ground and an explosive ending when you get back onto the ground. Now, once again, this is another complicated move for a beginner. You might want to start doing regular push-ups first and substitute that in this routine. Make sure you're pushing yourself high off enough the ground that you can get both claps in. This is a very explosive movement and it's going to take a lot of your energy, so we saved it for last to make sure that by the end of this, you're completely drained and you got a great workout in. Also, I like to end it off doing 1 clap push-ups when I can no longer do 2 claps, just so I could really tear these muscle fibers and just so I could really push myself to failure. Alright, that concludes this video. Hopefully you guys are going to try this workout and see some great results. It is pretty advanced on some of these moves, but as long as you keep practicing, you'll be able to get it. And doing these back to back to back is going to tear the muscle fibers in your body, and you're definitely going to grow. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more great content, and leave some feedback in the comments.